Hi guys and welcome. This is Freak and I'm playing Wurm Online and I'm here with the wife and she wants to build a house.
Hello.
So I decided to start this on the side of a mountain, cleared of mobs. We are not on our tutorial characters. We actually hopped on our mains for this. So to start off with, you want to find exposed rock because you're going to need to come up to the rock. You need to right click on it and say rummage. It helps if the rock area is not on a deed. If it is on a deed, you may or may not have permissions to do that. Not everybody has access to a mine on day one. Sometimes you'll get lucky and you'll spawn in an area that has a mine. Well, I found some rock. What did you find? Oh, look, I found rock iron. What did you find?
Nothing.
Open up your inventory.
It told me I found nothing.
You found nothing.
I found nothing.
Okay. My rummaging and botanizing and foraging skills are a lot higher than hers, so that's probably accounts to why I found something and she didn't. You're going to need to get a lot of this because this is very small in weight.
How much is a lot?
Let's see. If you go to crafting, the first things you want to make is you're going to want to make an anvil. And you're going to want to make a small anvil. And so
What's the difference between the small anvil iron and the other? Because there's two of them there.
One you make with a hammer and one you make with a mallet. So as a new player, you're not going to have access to a hammer, so you'll have to make a mallet. And we're going to go over how to make a mallet next. You're going to need a good sized lump of this. Let's see if it'll tell me. If I click that, no. Can I drag it in here? No, I cannot. I actually have to dump the items I have. Alright, fine. We'll do it the hard way. Nope, it's not going to let me do it. You're going to need, I'd say, this actually gets down to be a very small amount. Once you cook it, you have to put it probably in a campfire. I mean, we went over how to make a campfire, didn't we?
Very, very basic.
Okay, so to make a campfire, you get a log. Here, we'll come over here to our cart. We actually have a ton of materials in here. But you would normally get a log.
Which you get by chopping down a tree.
Alright, so let's start there. Didn't we go over how to chop down a tree?
No, we didn't go over how to chop.
Alright, we're going to pause here. We're going to go move over to our place where we're going to start building a house because we have to chop down a tree and build some stuff. So we will be right back. Alrighty, we're back. We are actually right off of our property. That's our property up there. It's undergoing some construction at the moment. But this is right off of our deed and in our perimeter area. So the first thing we want to do is you start with a hatchet. So you want to double click that and make that your activated tool.
Okay.
You're going to come over to your tree.
Doesn't matter what tree you do.
Well, why don't we cut down the same one? That's less time spent.
Which one are we going after?
This one right here. And you can queue up up to three actions. So that's what I was doing, was just, making sure I queued them all up.
However, as you do each one, it slows down each time.
Yeah, as you can see down at the bottom. I'm sorry, I just punched my mic. That was oops. As you can see down at the bottom, my endurance is going slowly but surely. Uh-oh.
Timber!
So there we go. Now, use your same hatchet since you have it highlighted and go ahead and start chopping it up. Now, as a new player, you're not going to be this quick about it. Unless you have 5 or 6 new players together. I think I've been playing on this account for a year now. So my skill level's pretty high.
I think I've been playing for about a month overall time.
So. Alright, so there is our wood pile. And, yep. So now, we need to figure out where we want to build a house. First thing you're going to want to do is take a log out of here. Just take one log. And we're going to make... Where's my tools? I just closed that.
So you want to open up your inventory?
Do I have a carving knife? You normally start with a carving knife, and I think I put mine away.
A carving knife?
Yeah, you should have one in your inventory, I think, unless you took it out too.
I use a carving knife to make planks.
Well, no, not to make planks. You use a carving knife to create...
Create what?
I can't believe I don't have a carving knife. Alright, I will be right back. Alright, we're back. Sorry about that. So, yes, you start with a carving knife. You're going to take that, and you're going to take one of these logs that you just chopped up. Okay. You're going to double click the carving knife to activate it. Activated carving knife.
Means it's green.
Yep, turn it green.
My favorite color.
Right click the log. You're going to create weapon. No. Create construction material.
Construction material.
And you create a shaft.
Right.
You're going to need 2 of these.
So we can line them up.
Yep. Oh no, really?
What?
Well, I just made a supreme shaft. Supreme and rares. I guess this is a good time to go over this. These things you can use to sacrifice to altars for the religion portion of the game. So I will hold on to that. I probably will not use that one. Luckily for you guys, you don't have to sit here and watch us do all these. We actually have a bunch of shafts in the cart. Almost. We were almost prepared. So let's get rid of that mess.
So it's as simple as that to make a shaft. What
So
we're gonna do with the shaft, I'm not sure.
grab the shafts. Let's get rid of our supreme one. I want to keep that one for later.
Drop some of my stuff. I put too much stuff.
Well, you grabbed like every log in that pile. Alright, so now that you have the shafts.
So if you grabbed them all, you need to drop them.
Yeah, don't pick up all the logs and try to walk around with them. It could be kind of heavy. You're going to get your shafts now?
I have my shafts.
Oh, you do? Alright, so if you take that carving knife that's still activated and you right click on one of the shafts.
Okay. Now what?
You go to create. Tool parts.
Okay, create tool parts.
Mallet head.
Mallet head.
And you're going to have to do this a couple of times as a new player. It's not going to happen the very first time.
And as you get better,
All right.
it'll go faster and faster.
Yep. So I just created a mallet head. And you'll notice the shaft that
and
you...
I did too.
There you go. So you notice the shaft that you were working on. If you look at the weight, it's 0.80.
0.80, yep.
Well, the other shaft is 1.0. So this is why you needed 2 shafts. Now take the second shaft, the 0.1 in weight, or 1.0 weight, and double click that to turn that green.
Okay.
Right click on the mallet head.
Alright.
Create tools mallet.
Create tools mallet.
And again, as a new player, you're going to have to do this a couple of times. It's getting dark.
The boogeyman's gonna come out.
So I just created a mallet, and mine was only 5 quality that I created. Now you can improve these later, but
I don't know if I made them. Oh, I did.
I'm just throwing mine on the ground because it doesn't matter. I mean, I already have one in my inventory, so.
Mallet. I'm looking for my mallet to see what mine came out, but I don't see it.
So the next thing you want to do is find yourself a nice little spot. Now you can see over here that all of this land is flat. I spent a lot of time flattening all of this land. So let me run up here and find a spot that isn't flat.
Oh, mine's 2.3.
Let's get rid of this. And I don't think that I can flatten any of this because there's rock right underneath of it. But this looks like a good spot here. Well, we're going to actually build our house over there where we cut down that tree. But for now, I wanted to go over how to flatten the land just in case you get into an area where you need to make flat land. So with your shovel activated, so just double click on your shovel and turn it green. And if you come over here, when it's flat, mine says flat, but that's because I have a lot more skill level in that area, okay? But if you come over here as a new player and you stand on a corner of the tile that you want to flatten. Now, looking at this, I can tell that this is flat, but you wouldn't be able to. So you need to right-click and examine the border. This slope is level. So right now we know that this section right here is perfectly flat, okay? Yeah. But what we need to do is flatten the other sides, the other corners. So let's come over here and examine that. Well, it says that slope is level. So now we know we have two of these slopes, two of these edges of the square is perfectly level. So that tells us that this edge here is the only one we need to be flat. So we come up to this corner, we stand here in the corner of the tile, and you can click on this tile. Actually, you can click on this tile, or this tile, or this tile. It doesn't matter. We're focusing on this tile right here. So you right click on that and you say dig.
How much do we have to dig?
So to figure that, well, in mine, you can tell it's 12 slope down just by hovering over it.
So we gotta
As a new player, you need to right-click and hit examine. This slope is 11 dirt steep away from you. So we need to dig down 11 more times. All right? Oh, no, I don't want to pack it. If you do that and you want to cancel your action real quick, just hit escape. I want to dig. And we're just going to queue up a couple of these.
What happens if we flatten it?
Once it's flattened, you can examine all sides of these, and it will say that it's flat. It'll look just like these are when you examine those, and they say that these are flat. Mm-hmm. Now you can examine this side, and both of these should say that it's flat. So once you have all four of these corners flattened, that means this tile is flat.
But what about if we accidentally hit the flatten? What would happen to it?
If we dug or put dirt down or something, then it would raise or lower that corner. So, for example, I've got some dirt in my inventory right now. All right. If I take one dirt out, let's see what this says here. We're going to examine it, just like we're a new player. 8 dirt steep away. If I take this dirt out and I drop it, you just saw the ground change. Mm-hmm. Now we're 9 dirts away. So I'm moving really, really, really slow, and I'm running around, and I accidentally drop dirt. What it's going to do, it's going to find the closest corner that you are near, which happens to be this corner here. 10 slope now.
But why aren't we clicking right-click flatten, though?
All right, because that was not originally in the game, so we're going to go over that right now, actually. Let's drop all of this, because I don't want to carry it around. Now, if you start in an area where an entire tile is flat, you can walk up to another tile that is not flat, right-click on it, and say level. Okay? Now, what level will do is it will pull dirt from the corners that are not flat and put it in your inventory. And it will do this until your inventory fills up.
Okay.
So in order to get rid of dirt out of your inventory, take 3 random items, drop them on the ground. No, not those, not like that. Let's drop this too. I'm dropping a lot of stuff on the ground. There we go. And where did it go now? There it is beside me. 3 random items or more will make an item pile. In order to put dirt on the ground, and not have it just dump into the ground, you actually want it as a pile so you can use for later. You need to create an item pile first and drag and drop the dirt into it. Then you can take your items back. And if I look over here now, it's a big old pile of dirt. And I could just right click on that pile and open it up, and I could just keep moving. I can ferry dirt back and forth from my inventory into here. And if I keep that level command going, it will level out this entire area here.
So you
flatten.
only have to level one space.
So as soon as you level one tile the hard way, going by the corners, as soon as you get one tile level, you can level all the other tiles around it just by right-clicking on the other tiles while you're standing on the flat one. Right-click, level. Now flatten is something totally different.
What's that do?
Alright, so flatten helps you build up dirt walls, and we're not going to go over that because that's not going to be covered in this tutorial.
Okay.
Okay? So now that we've had our crash course in terraforming, we're going to come back over here to the tree that we chopped down.
Alrighty.
Since the ground is already flattened, we're going to
We got a full moon.
get our shovel out, make sure it's double clicked. Right click the tile, and we're going to say pack. Don't worry about the stump. You don't need to get rid of it. You can, now if you just wanted to keep the grass there, you could destroy the stump. But in this scenario, we just want to flatten a tile. Alright.
And we need that in order to make the house.
Yes. So why don't you come over here and flatten this tile right here.
I would love to, but I don't have my shovel with me.
Well, come here. You can borrow my shovel because I'm through with it now.
So in order to trade, this is a perfect time to
Yep.
go over that.
Right click on somebody and hit trade. She beat me to it. So you just drag it over into your offer slot. She'll pull it down.
I will pull it to myself.
So she pulled it down to here. And then I accept.
And then I accept.
And now she has a shovel. So flatten, yeah, flatten this one right here. That one should be okay. I don't know if it will let us with the corners touching, but we'll try. I'm looking for another flat piece that's not here. Come flatten this one right here. This tile that I'm standing on. It's far enough out of our way that our houses won't touch.
Okay.
Yep, flatten that one.
Flatten. The ground is flat.
No, I mean right click pack. I'm sorry. You want to pack the dirt.
Pack.
I kept saying flatten and that's not what I meant. Smack that
Hit
dirt.
it with my shovel. Beat that dirt. Smack it.
Ta-da! Alright. Now, remember that mallet that we made earlier?
Yes.
That's where this thing's going to come in handy at. You're going to double click that mallet.
Okay.
You're going to right click on the packed dirt.
I'm going to right click on the packed dirt.
Your packed dirt, not mine.
Okay.
And you're going to say plan building.
Plan a building.
Now that's it. That's all you need to do for one room building. So if you right click that tile again,
Okay.
you're going to say finalize build plan.
Finalize build plan.
Now if you scroll down to the bottom of your inventory, you have a writ of ownership.
Yep, I see.
Now what this is your house. If you right click this, you can manage it. And you can add all kinds of people in here that you want. You can lock it, unlock it, allow citizens, if you are in a village, allow citizens to enter your house, allow allies if you're in an alliance, or allow anyone in your kingdom to enter. Or you can just leave it unchecked and then you can come up here and add guests. So anybody who's on your friends list, you can add them and give them access to your house whenever you want. Now I know it doesn't look like much.
If we wanted a bigger house, would we have done that twice and then?
Okay, so let me manage. I'm gonna scroll down here, destroy the structure. Yes. Go ahead and destroy yours too.
Manage. Destroy this structure. And now
Where
it's
is
gone.
my... It's probably right in front of me. There it is. Let's chop this thing down.
Now that's something we can forage, right?
This, it's something you can pick for leaves when they're in season. Alright, so go ahead and... See the tile that I'm on?
Yes.
Go ahead and pack this tile.
And I gotta do that with my shovel.
Yep. So we're going to be right back. She's going to go ahead and pack down these 4 tiles because we're going to build a 2x2 house, I guess. Or at least start on it.
Or at least show you guys how to make a bigger house.
So, we will be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, real quick. Like, subscribe, comment down below in the doobly-doo, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.